What influenced me to join the military are two basic things. One, I was born in a war-torn country, and two, is that family lineage, that family members have gone back hundreds of years, have served in every war that's come through. I was born in Vientiane, Laos, and raised in Long Chinh. That's military region 2 during the Vietnam War. During 1975, in about the summertime, we were refugees from Long Chinh going into Thailand. We evacuated there. Once we landed in Thailand, we went into the refugee camps, starting with Ban Vinai, before we then were sponsored by the Lutheran Church in Tennessee. They were gracious enough to receive us and sponsor us to the United States. Everybody's family from that time frame served. So there wasn't a question of who didn't serve. We all served. Like my mother told me that 3 days as a child, when she brought me home, the communists bombed our village, shelled our village, and she had to take me to the jungle to hide me. And then we came back in the morning. So in total, there were 8 kids with her. When my father went to fight, he went outside of the fence to fight. The village was the battlefield. I know that what I saw as an everyday occurrence is what I thought was normal. I went to the airfield. I played, with whatever gear they have. I have older cousins who were soldiers, and they were in the 10 to 15-year-old age. Those were bodyguards and soldiers, yes. The houses that we lived in were just bamboo and thatch huts. And I didn't realize this till later, that my father had dug a hole in the middle of the floor, in the living floor. And that hole was 3 to 4 feet deep. It's more like a grave. Bamboo doesn't stop bullets. In the middle of the night when the enemy was attacked, the safest place was my mom would take all the kids and push us into the hole. Many houses had that. Because you were under the ground, then you were safe for the moment. My father, I saw the confusion and disorganization fleeing. And every time when the plane came in, it didn't stop. It just came in, taxied, turned around, opened the ramp, and whoever was there, first come, first serve. I just remember that during the evacuation from Long Chinh, when the Allied forces left and the Hmong people, the exodus to Thailand, refugees just rushed onto the plane. Everybody was trying to escape the communists coming from the north. My father had paid one of his soldiers. He said, keep my luggage, whatever I have, and my vehicle. Here's the keys. Put my family on the plane. And that soldier just started throwing us everywhere on the plane. That was my first plane ride at 3 years old. I remember arriving in what I know as Thailand now. Me and my brother, a younger brother, we found each other on their airfield in the dark of night. And then we were found by my older cousin, who was probably about 10 at the time. And she kept us together until all the families found each other. Once my father got us through, he came to the United States and he brought this bow with him. In the new country, he didn't know what was going to happen, but he was going to have to defend his family, and he was going to hunt and feed his family. He took a big gamble to have the only weapon he could have that he was allowed to bring. Coming to America, once you're here, you have to go ahead and regroup and find leadership that we can go ahead and communicate with each other in an orderly manner. Always keep the connection, even though we're 10,000 miles away from our homeland. As time grew on and I served in the military myself, I coordinate with a few of the Special Guerrilla Unit members, and I try to seek out medical care. And recently we just had the bill passed by Congress that Special Guerrilla Units who served with the American forces in the Vietnam War are now allowed to be buried in national cemeteries with the military in Arlington. Senator Phong Ha and Governor Walz attended the ceremony, where now it is in the state of Minnesota and currently in Wisconsin. May 14th is the Hmong American Memorial for the Veterans Day. I am an adjutant commander of the Legion post 1975. It's 1975 signifying when we left. And now I'm working with a lot of the young soldiers that's come through my recruiting. We can go ahead and bond with the Special Guerrilla Units, who are the older generations. Besides stories and events, the younger generations will benefit from how to do things that the older generations did. I think everybody has a story in the past, And at one point or another, it has to come out. One is to keep the history of the family going. There's proud moments, there's good and there's bad, and there's the uglies. But in order to know where we can move forward, we have to know where we came from.